For a long time, people have been curious about what lies beyond the sky. In the 20th century, scientists introduced the Big Bang theory, which tried to explain how the universe began and grew. But even with this theory, many questions remained unanswered. Recently, new discoveries have complicated things even more. In 2023, NASA's James Webb Telescope found celestial bodies that might even predate the universe. This revelation is leaving scientists scratching their heads, wondering if a star could actually exist longer than the universe itself. Does this mean we need to rethink our current understanding of cosmic history? We'll dive into these questions and more in this video. If you're interested in cosmic news, consider subscribing to our channel and hit the like button while you're at it. About 200 light-years away is an incredible star called HD 14283, located in the constellation Asen. This ancient star travels at a speed of 4,483 km per hour and offers fascinating insights into its history. About 1 billion years ago, the Milky Way collided with a dwarf galaxy, which was HD 14283's original home. But what's really striking about this star isn't just its speed, it's its age. Initially thought to be around 16 billion years old, recent assessments bring it to approximately 14.46 billion years, with a possible margin of error of up to 800 million years. This creates quite a puzzle since we estimate the universe's age to be about 13.8 billion years. How can a star be older than the universe? This contradiction has led to more investigations into the star's age, the methods we use to date such objects, and even the true age of the universe itself. Understanding how old stars are is a tricky job. Stars like our Sun stick to a consistent size and temperature for billions of years, making it hard for scientists to pinpoint their ages. Astronomers look at how stars change over time, using models to map their evolution. One crucial factor in gauging a star's age is how fast it spins. Stars slow down over time, similar to a spinning top losing speed. By comparing the spin rates of stars of different ages, astronomers have come up with ways to estimate ages using a method called gyrochronology. Methuselah is indeed one of the oldest stars we can estimate with some confidence. Instead of worrying about its age exceeding 2 billion years compared to its surroundings, we can also ask if maybe the universe itself is older than we thought. Grasping the vastness of 13.8 billion years is tough. To make it relatable, think of the whole history of the universe as a calendar year. The Big Bang would be the big New Year's celebration, while Earth would pop up just before the year ends, and human history would only take a tiny slice at the very end. Scientists estimate the universe's age by studying light from stars that formed long after the Big Bang. As the universe stretches, a phenomenon called redshift occurs, stretching light as it travels. By looking at the distances we can see and how fast the universe is expanding, astronomers have come to the conclusion that the universe is about 13.8 billion years old. Yet, research from the University of Ottawa suggests it might actually be as old as 26.7 billion years. Professor Render Gupta has proposed a theory that plays with the ideas of earlier astronomers while combining fresh insights. He suggests that protons lose energy over long distances and times, which goes against some redshift data. Still, he believes we could think of redshift as a mixed effect that isn't just due to expansion. This idea could push back the universe's age even further while answering some long-standing questions alongside NASA's findings. The amazing advances in observation, like the James Webb Space Telescope, are letting us see further back in time than ever. This telescope's detailed images of distant galaxies, star-forming regions, and exoplanets are opening up new research avenues. When stars that seem older than the universe, such as HD 1140283, are discovered, it makes scientists question their methods and assumptions. This challenges not just scientific theories but our basic understanding of time and physical laws. As we investigate more about the universe, we should stay open-minded. Our basic assumptions may not always hold true. The ongoing exploration of cosmic expansion also plays a big role in refining our understanding of the universe's history. The redshift we observe in light from distant galaxies supports the theory of an expanding universe, which is central to the Big Bang model. New proposals, like those from Professor Gupta, are reinterpreting what redshift means and how it might connect to newer ideas about the age of the universe. In studying galaxies, the Milky Way is proving to be a fascinating subject. New findings about the movement of stars in its outer regions suggest that there might be more to learn about how galaxies form and evolve. If our galaxy has less dark matter than previously thought, it could shift the way we understand galaxy behavior overall. The search for answers goes beyond understanding the past and present, it's about preparing for the future. With new tools and techniques, we'll likely uncover even more surprising insights about the universe. Whether it's figuring out the true nature of dark matter, exploring cosmic expansion, or searching for signs of life on distant planets, the quest for knowledge is ongoing. As long as we keep asking questions, we'll inch closer to grasping the universe's complexity and our role within it. If you're passionate about space and its mysteries, stay tuned for the latest discoveries. Science is always changing, and new findings help us rethink everything about time, space, and even life itself. Keep exploring, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. For a long time, people have been curious about what's out there in space. Back in the 20th century, scientists came up with the Big Bang theory. But it didn't quite explain everything about how the universe started and grew. Recent finds have actually made things more confusing. In 2023, NASA's James Webb Telescope spotted some stuff that looks like it's even older than the universe itself. This has scientists scratching their heads. Is it possible for a star to be around longer than the universe? Does this mess with what we thought we knew? Maybe we need a new way to think about all this. We'll get into these questions in this video. If you want to keep up with space news, subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button and turn on notifications too. There's this star called HD 14283, about 200 light-years away in the Asen-Lee constellation. It's moving super fast, like 4,483 kilometers per hour. This tells us it's had a wild past. Around 1 billion years ago, our galaxy, the Milky Way, crashed into a smaller dwarf galaxy where this star used to live. But what's really crazy is how old HD 14283 is. It's one of the oldest things we've ever seen, earning it the nickname Methuselah, like the super old dude from the Bible. At first, they thought it was 16 billion years old, but now they're saying it's more like 14.46 billion years, give or take 800 million years. Here's the problem, we think the universe is only about 13.8 billion years old, based on looking at cosmic microwave background radiation. So, how can a star be older than the universe? It seems impossible. This has led to more digging into how old the star really is, how accurate our dating methods are, and how old the universe actually is. Figuring out how old things are in space is tricky. Stars like our sun stay pretty much the same for billions of years, which makes it hard to guess their age. Astronomers look for tiny changes in how bright and what color stars are, and then compare those changes to models that predict how stars change over time. One thing that helps is how fast a star spins. Stars slow down over time, like a spinning wheel. By comparing how fast stars of different ages spin, astronomers have made formulas to guess their ages. It turns out Methuselah is super old, and we can guess its age pretty well. Instead of wondering if it's really 2 billion years older than everything else, maybe we should ask, could the universe be older than we thought? It's hard to wrap your head around 13.8 billion years. Imagine shrinking the whole history of the universe into 1 year. The Big Bang would be New Year's fireworks, and Earth wouldn't show up until the very end. Human history would only be the last 10 seconds of the year. Scientists guessed the age of the universe by looking at light from stars that formed pretty soon after the Big Bang. As the universe gets bigger, light stretches out, which is called redshift. By looking at how far away things are and how fast the universe is growing, astronomers think it's about 13.8 billion years old. But some recent work from the University of Ottawa suggests the universe might be way older, maybe around 26.7 billion years. Professor Rajendra Gupta at the University of Ottawa has a theory that mixes an old idea from astronomer Fritz Zwicky with some newer stuff. The theory says that protons lose energy as they travel across huge distances. Gupta says that if this theory is right, we could rethink redshift as something caused by more than just the expansion of the universe, and that could mean the universe is older. The James Webb Space Telescope helped come up with that 26.7 billion year estimate, he says. Gupta combines the tired light theory with the idea that interactions within the universe might have changed over time. It's worth remembering that scientists have changed their minds about the age of the universe before. Back in the 1920s, Edwin Hubble thought it was only 2 billion years old. Over time, they've tweaked those guesses. No matter if you think of human history as 10 seconds or 5 seconds on the cosmic timeline, the universe is super old and amazing. It keeps getting bigger, which makes us rethink its age. But there are also weird things going on in our own galaxy, the Milky Way. Some studies are indicating that stars on the edge of our galaxy move slower than you'd expect compared to other galaxies. One theory is that our galaxy doesn't have as much dark matter as others. Dark matter is the invisible stuff that affects gravity in space. Another idea is that we don't really understand dark matter and particularly its quantity. This puzzle comes from data from the European Space Agency's Gaia satellite, which has mapped the positions of almost 2 billion stars in the Milky Way. This data is now leading astronomers to rethink how stars act, mostly the ones on the edge of the galaxy. The speed of stars helps figure out the mass of a galaxy, since the gravity on each star depends on the total mass. A recent study used Gaia data to figure out that the Milky Way's total mass including gas, dust, stars, and dark matter is about 200,000 billion times the mass of our Sun. That's still smaller than what they thought before. They think it's because there's less visible material in our galaxy. One idea is that dark matter might not be as common as we once thought. But weighing a galaxy is hard, and this new data might mean there are errors in the Gaia data or the methods used to figure it all out. As we keep looking at space, it's clear that we still don't know everything about the universe. New finds are always popping up that change how we think about things. Whether it's stars that seem older than the universe or weird stuff about dark matter, the questions keep coming. One thing we need to learn more about is dark matter. We think it makes up a lot of the mass in the universe, but it's hard to find and study. We know it affects gravity on galaxies, but we don't know what it's made of or how it acts up close. The new stuff about stars moving slowly in the Milky Way could mean we don't have as much dark matter as we thought, or that we need to rethink how it works in the universe.